Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And I have a very uneasy feeling in my tummy. And I think there's actually been a coup in the ANC. I think that Cyril Ramaphosa is basically a lame duck president now. I think that waiting in the wings for their next official National Executive Committee meeting where he will be deposed, I believe, and I might be wrong, sometimes I am wrong, but I believe that Ace Magashula and David Mabuza are waiting in the wings to strike and take over power in South Africa. And what leads me to this? Well, it's the brevity of Ace Magashula, who is now starting to speak on matters that only Cyril Ramaphosa should speak. And I'll give you some more meat for the bone. Despite intensive load shedding and the financial crisis at South African Airways, the ANC leadership remains adamant that none of the country's state-owned enterprises will be privatized. None of them. Nada. Nothing. Speaking on Wednesday about the outcome of the ANC's National Executive Committee meeting this past weekend, Party Secretary General Ace Magashula said members discussed various methods to fix Eskom and South African Airways in particular. Now remember that Prasa has also now gone into administration, so it's kind of spreading like a cancer. Anyway, Ace Magashula said, the National Executive Committee, or NEC, expressed deep concern regarding the social and economic impact of the resumption of load shedding by Eskom, especially on jobs, small businesses and households. The NEC noted with concerns the situation confronting critical state-owned enterprises and the need to ensure they play their role in the economy and meet our nation's developmental goals. Well, they're going about it the wrong way. There's absolutely no question about that. It's like a headless chook. You know what a headless chook is? It runs around without a head on. Doesn't know what it's doing. That's the ANC in action. Yeah, that's your government in South Africa. Anyway, he went on to say, the NEC received a report on the situation and commended the decisive intervention by the President of the Republic to save South African Airways, as well as the consultative process that needed that decision. He said, the NEC called for a comprehensive approach as well as a bold and creative solution that give effect to resolutions of the National Conference. Now, what I find quite extraordinary there is the fact that he is suggesting that he and Cyril Ramaphosa are buddies. Nothing could be further from the truth. Ace Magashula wants his position. When David Mabuza walks in as president in South Africa, guess who your new deputy will be? Ace Magashula. And then the mafia will have complete control because they're both crooks. However, Magashula also issued a stern, cryptic warning to ministers deployed by the party. He said, the NEC wants to send a very clear message that there is no one who is above the National Conference, as well as the National Implementation Manifesto resolutions. Magashula would not say if he was speaking about anybody in particular. I guess those are the people who are siding with Ramaphosa in the NEC. They could find themselves being sidelined once a coup takes place. Answering questions from the media, ANC spokesperson Dakota Laguti said though the government was considering private financing models for state-owned enterprises, it does not mean that state assets will be privatized. We discuss state-owned enterprises. We discuss models of equity partners, whether we look for private capital, whether we look for other state-owned enterprises, whether we look for ordinary South Africans, whether we ring-fence a certain percentage of equity to a sovereign wealth fund, and whether they start attacking your pension funds, which is very, very likely. He went on to say, Cabinet and government will make an announcement in due time. We are not privatizing state assets. We are only bringing in equity partners. Expanding on Leguti's comments, Magashula explained that the ANC was taking a comprehensive approach to fixing state-owned enterprises and agreed with a move to place South African Airways under business rescue. He said, "We have taken a decision as the NEC that we should not deal with state-owned enterprises one by one. We need a comprehensive approach, not an ad hoc approach, so that we get solutions as we move forward. We have discussed the importance of that business rescue. It is not privatization." And he concluded by saying, "We are not going to privatize anything. We have policy positions. What we need to be doing at all times will be guided by policy conference decisions. We believe our deployees at government at all material times, whenever you take a decision, please ensure that first and foremost structures are engaged. We don't want structures to rubber stamp decisions." Now, it's quite clear to me that the Magashula camp are ready to pounce. And the reason Cyril Ramaphosa has largely been missing in action is because he's probably trying to shore up some sort of support amongst the NEC. I think he's gone. I think he's a done deal. And I think that he will flee the country and go to somewhere like Dubai and live happily ever after on his ill-gained spoils through a thing called black economic empowerment, which he has been the biggest beneficiary of. The whole thing is a complete scam. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe.